Blake Smith. Blake is presented with a challenge that is really not covered in pathways. Confrontation. The title of his presentation today is The Speech of a Lifetime. Please welcome DTM Blake Smith.
This coming July, I will have been a member of this club 32 years. So this means I also am older than Ben and younger than Roy. In preparation for this presentation, I thought about some of the memories that I've had over the last 32 years. The night Edla Masters got his nickname Boom Boom, not because he sounded like that hockey player Boom Boom, but because we had a party at his house and Toastmaster Bob Herfer brought illegal fireworks and we lit them off on the dock. And when the loudest one went off, Toastmaster Howard Lee thought it was humorous to yell, "I'm shot." The police came to that party. Once they found out we were just hanging out, no one had actually gotten shot. It was pretty smooth thereafter. Well, until Ed's wife got home and saw the police. We had a cigar incident at a Toastmasters Christmas function at the Langford Hotel. I went in and I asked Jerry Langford if it was okay to have cigars. She said yes. They didn't turn off the smoke alarms. The fire department was called. Fire department didn't think it was too funny, especially when we posed around the ladder while they're up on the ladder doing the alarm. They got cranky. The divarication of relationships was crazy, and it still is. I've had relationships of faith. I've prayed with many members that were just going through a rough patch, members that were sick, had what they thought was a terminal disease. I've got relationships that define categories. The first one that comes to mind is with Toastmaster Kim Glainer. Where would I be in my life had I not met Kim Glainer? 21 years ago, he referred me into a job with Motorola, which I retired from. Left with a golden parachute. Had a great patch. It was fun. I was a project manager. And had I not met Kim, thank you, brother. Carmelo. That evening we spent on the deck overlooking the ocean with a cigar and a tasty bourbon the night I got my DTM. I'll never forget it. It's incredible. Then there's Andy. DTM Andy Brown. I've been having a hard time with this one. Against my wife's advice, I'm confronting this head on. I don't know when it happened. The level change in the friendship. He informed me I was his best friend. Part of being a Christian is you learn to accept grace. The definition of grace is unmerited favor. That's what Andy's friendship was. When he told me, I said to my wife, how did I become his best friend? Literally had that conversation. So I don't know what I've done. She says, it is what it is. It's unmerited favor. What do? I've got to live up to it. Andy helped me get my DTM. He kicked me in the butt. For those of you that saw the eulogy that I gave, he He was sitting right back there at the back table, and I walked up. He says, "Why aren't you a DTM?" And I told him why. I had a very good reason. I was really hacked at Toastmasters. They made a rule change when I was making a run for it. And then he said, "Yeah, but why aren't you a DTM?" And I could see that, well, that answer wasn't going to work. I said, "All right, I'll go for it." The friendship grew and blossomed when he found Pam. When Pam met Teresa at that holiday party at Herb Weiss's, that didn't happen. This happened. It was awesome. The four of us went to Paris together. For those of you who were around, we got the two of us standing in front of the Eiffel Tower holding a Toastmaster magazine between the two of us. For some reason, they didn't put it in the Toastmaster publication. Their loss. We went to Jamaica together. By the way, I learned about a drink called a dirty banana. It was pretty cool. I celebrated his victories and his sorrows. Pam said I was his boyfriend. And Teresa said that about Andy. I didn't know what came with all that, what kind of responsibilities came with that job. I found out over the last 6 months what it meant. The highs and the lows. Within the last 6 months, I performed his wedding ceremony. That was the highs. 3 weeks after the ceremony, sitting right out there in my car, I got the text from Andy that said, "I've got leukemia. We thought it was COVID. We thought it was pneumonia." He had leukemia. He wanted me in the hospital with him, and COVID wouldn't allow it. One person all day long. That's it. Blake's my notary public. I've got documents I got to take care of. I walked in with a briefcase and my notary stamp so I could visit him. Later, when he came home, I was there with a bucket when he was getting nauseous from chemo. In the end of March, Pam said, "I want you to do his eulogy." I said, "Yes, but damn it, he was still alive." I had to do the speech of a lifetime. It was my speech, but it was Andy's lifetime. I had to talk to his mom. I had to talk to his friends. I had to learn about the Andy that I didn't know about, the Andy when he was growing up. Andy changed my life. He made me give my speech of a lifetime so that I could tell everybody about his. Mr. Toastmaster.